For Kirk Jones, the decision to make I Swear wasn't exactly an easy one. The 2025 biopic, which boasts a score of 100% on Rotten Tomatoes Tomatometer, stars Lord of the Rings Robert Aramayo as John Davidson, a Scottish activist living with severe Tourette syndrome, a genetic, neurodevelopmental disorder characterized by involuntary, repetitive movements and vocalizations called tics. Some might know Davidson from his most recent outburst at the BAFTA Awards, where he yelled out a racial slur while Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were presenting on stage. While he since apologized both publicly and privately to those involved, Davidson insisted that the outburst was a result of his Tourette's, a condition he said is very much misunderstood. The moment sparked a lot of backlash online, with many finding it hard to excuse the tic as anything other than blatant racism. It also prompted a statement from BAFTA in which they said they took full responsibility for putting their guests and audiences at home in a very difficult situation and apologized to all. The film, however, takes place long before that, detailing the road that led him to the activism he's largely known for now, putting the spotlight on Davidson's 1980s upbringing as he navigated social stigma around the condition and involuntary outbursts, blending some of the biopic's most raw and emotional moments with a sense of grounded humor. Screen Rant's Liam Crowley spoke to Jones ahead of the film's U.S. theatrical release, where he explained why he took a big risk in casting Aramayo, and why, despite betting it all, he decided to move forward with the biopic. Kirk Jones financed his home to make I Swear Sony Pictures Classics/Courtesy Everett Collection. While the subject matter of the film itself was delicate to handle, that wasn't really the source of Jones' main apprehensions, with the director telling Screen Rant he took a bet on Aramayo and cast him in the role of Davidson without him ever even auditioning. And if that move wasn't bold enough, Jones also noted that he financed his home to keep creative control of the film in his hands, allowing him to cast Aramayo, and virtually whoever he wanted, for the project. Luckily for Aramayo, the move paid off, with the film seeing success in the UK and Europe, and is now releasing in the US. His house, however, is another story, and one Kirk admitted he didn't want to talk about. Screen Rant also spoke to Aramayo, who detailed the process of preparing for a role that saw him not only play a real person, but one who is still very much alive and well, and in the midst of his activism to this day. When asked how he approached having an empathetic lens towards John Davidson and the film overall, Aramayo said he largely leaned on John himself to bring I Swear to life. Aramayo leaned on John Davidson to prepare for biopic Sony Pictures Classics/Courtesy Everett Collection. Aramayo is no stranger to playing roles based on real people, including a young Bill Clinton in Season 3 of The Crown during his time as a Rhodes Scholar at Oxford. He also played serial killer Ed Kemper in Mindhunter, but I Swear presented a different set of challenges, and a different opportunity, with Aramayo noting that John was a big part of the process when it came to getting the specific moves and mannerisms down of someone living with Tourette's, and it turned out to be vital for Aramayo's performance, winning him a BAFTA in the Best Actor in a Leading Role category. The film also won the award for Best Casting for Lauren Evans and was nominated in several other categories, including Outstanding British Film and Original Screenplay. As for the incident that took place at the award show, where Davidson was in attendance to celebrate the film, both Aramayo and Jones told Screen Rant they hope that this new swath of audiences watching the film in the US will walk away from the biopic having a little more compassion for those living with Tourette's.